So welcome to this sacred space that we create by just our gathering in person and online. I mean, we're online, but also in the recordings later, we create this sacred space. And so let's begin, as we always do, by noticing our breath.
Gatto.
Noticing what it's doing today. Are you breathing in through your nose or your mouth? Or both? And how about your out breath? What's happening there? And your torso. Are you feeling the rise and fall of your chest or the in and out of your belly? Drop your attention down to your feet. And begin to engage your spiritual imagination for some deep visualization. And you do this as it makes sense to you. But imagine that you are approaching a beach, this beach that we see in our photo. So you may be getting out of your car and finding some pavement beneath you or some cement. You might just imagine your feet on that hard surface. You might have on some sandals or some shoes. And imagine all of us gathering at this little bridge down to the ocean. So first, let's just gather. Welcome one another. And beginning in silence, then we take turns one by one. You might take your shoes off if you like to walk in the sand. But take your turn to leave the asphalt or the cement and begin to notice your feet and the way they sink in the sand. You might imagine yourself touching this wooden railing with both hands or one, letting it help you, support you in a soft decline down to where the sand even gets deeper, fluffier, softer. And just imagine all of us getting down to the shoreline or to that little bluff that looks out onto the ocean, and feel us gathering in a circle together. Find yourself in that circle, either facing the ocean or facing in with the ocean at your back, whatever feels right to you. There's plenty of room, so you get to pick your spot. Again, tuning into your feet and the sand beneath you. You might wiggle your toes and really let them squish around in the sand. And now, using your sense of hearing, begin to tune in to the gentle rhythm of the ocean. The waves are not crashing, they're rolling at this moment. Rolling in and rolling out. And feel the air, the breeze on your skin. You might imagine it blowing through your hair. If your spiritual sense of smelling is engaged, you might smell that fresh air and sort of salty, fishy smell of an ocean. And then, whatever way you're facing, turn your attention to the water and look at how the sun shining on it, using your spiritual sense of sight. The pinks, the oranges, the yellows, purple, blue. If it feels better to sit, feel free. Find yourself sitting in the sand, and all of us are with you. And let's begin with sky energy, the sunshine and air. You might also invoke and invite divine energy, universal life force, the spirit of life. Just feel it coming down through the top of your head. And if you'd like to use your hand positions, feel free. Really centering on that crown of your head. And feeling life force energy opening that seventh chakra, your connection to the universe, to the web of life, to spirit. The color here is violet. So you might even imagine the violet in the sky swirling around in that energy center, reminding that you are one with spirit. You're not separate from the web of life. You might even imagine yourself as one little strand in the whole big web. Our Hindu siblings use the image called Indra's net, which looks like a spider web. And they teach us that we're one strand in the web of life, and we're all connected. So remembering your connection, your sense of belonging. And that means when one strand in the web is broken, we all feel it. It also means that when one strand is broken, we can all repair it. So just imagine our energy, wherever you are in the web of life, sending your energy and this universal life force energy to any strands that are broken, any one that is hurting, certainly to the war-torn places in our world. Imagine in your own mind's eye the web repairing. Your own mind's eye, just now tuning into that third eye, the sixth chakra, right in your forehead, and feeling indigo light moving through this energy center for you. Integrating your left brain and your right brain. Integrating your intuitive mind and your concrete mind. Then let that energy drop down to your throat. Universal life force energy. Right there in your throat here, the color is blue. It says your capacity to speak and hear truth, whatever that is for you. So again, let the energy flow, balance here. If there's any kind of fogginess or fuzziness going on in your mind, or just with every day, I'm just sensing that there's some ziggity zaggity stuff going on in our culture. So just imagine this healing life force really balancing and straightening. So if the energy has been sort of frenetic, let this universal life force energy really balance and calm and straighten is the word I'm getting. And let it drop right down into the heart, a straight line of energy down into the heart center. Color here is green. And again, letting life force energy just move and swirl and create spaciousness for compassion. There's something about patience here, just a patient compassion. Patience with ourselves. Patience with processes that we're in the middle of. Just right in the center of our bubbles. Not too far forward, not too far back. A centeredness. Dropping down into the third chakra, that right below your rib cage. The color here is yellow. The color of sunshine. Warming you and your personal power. So again, balancing and definitely getting us in the center of our bubbles. A sense of patience here also. Down into the second chakra, the belly, the womb space. The color is orange. This is the center of creativity and feelings. So let that energy nurture you here. Seems like we need to take a few deep breaths here for some reason. There's like a clearing that wants to happen, just a release from the belly. Sometimes we really create a lot, especially at this time of year. We're creating, and we can get a little exhausted from the creation. So just take this moment. Doesn't mean we stop creating, but just take some deep breaths and receive the nourishment and nurturing from that life force energy, restoring you here. And then dropping down to the base of your spine, your root chakra, the first chakra. The color is red. This is your connection to family, lineage, ancestors, and earth. You might feel good about dropping a grounding cord here to root yourself, root down. There may be an ancestor or two you'd like to just greet, and healthy ones. We want to honor the healthy ones and offer healing to those who weren't so healthy. Feel your grounding cord really going deep today, maybe all the way down to the earth's center. Again, that helps any of the fuzziness or the fogginess. And so now imagine white light starting at the top of your head and just dropping a straight line of healing energy right down the center of your spine and the front of you. Calm, straight, balancing. Giving thanks to the natural world and to this energy of life and to each other for creating this space. So begin to feel us again in a circle on the sand. The waves rolling in and out. And then just imagine your feet beneath you, squishing in that sand and walking back toward the railings, the wooden railings. Holding on to those railings as you take a slight incline up and to the parking lot. You might put your shoes back on, bid the others farewell, and travel gently back to the room where you are. Feeling your feet in this present moment, wiggling your toes, rolling your shoulders if that feels good, opening your eyes if they've been closed.